How to tell if she's into you. And in many species, the attraction process involves the female sending signals to the male that she wants to relate, and the role of the male, in turn, is to identify and interpret these signals to take the correct actions in response to each signal received from the female. With us humans, this process happens in the same way. The woman sends signals of interest to the man. He observes and interprets these signals and takes the initiative to talk to her. As long as the woman continues to show interest and attraction, the man progresses in the process of sexual attraction. If you notice that she gave a signal of interest and you advance, observe her reaction. If the reaction is positive, she accepted your move, so you can continue pursuing her and progressing in the interaction. However, if the reaction is negative, it means you went too far or did something unattractive, so take a step back until you perceive her interest again. The point is, with every action you take, the woman will react, conveying her interest or disinterest, letting you know whether you can move faster or slower. If you know what signals she can give, learn to identify and interpret them during an interaction. Your chances of advancing and getting closer to her are significant. However, if you don't know these signs of interest, it becomes difficult, and you won't know how to act with a woman. You might end up in the friend zone or face brutal rejection if you act at the wrong time, or fail to act at the right time. That's precisely why I'm going to share with you 18 signs of female interest that they always give when they're into you. If you notice 4 of them, you can be sure she's interested. My name is Bruno Costa, and let's get straight to the point. Before I discuss the first sign of interest, understand that there are different women, occasions, and texts with different levels of interest. Still, if you can identify 4 signs of interest, it's up to you to assess the context and decide whether you need more signs to advance in the interaction. That said, a very strong sign of interest that women give when they're interested in you is asking questions. For example, asking your name. Personally, when I talk to a girl I don't know but I'm interested in, I usually don't mention my name. I wait for her to ask because I know it's a sign of interest. Questions like, what's your name? How old are you? Where do you live? Do you go to college? What do you work with? Are all indicative of her interest. She wants to know more about you. But of course, words alone don't mean much. You need to focus on her actions. If she's really interested, she'll demonstrate it with actions. Notice if she smiles at you and laughs at your jokes. If she always seeks your gaze when you're in a group of friends. If she's more agitated, fidgeting and touching her hair, it shows a certain nervousness because she's attracted to you. If she bites her lips to hold back tension, plays with her hair, exposes her neck to you, tilts her head from side to side, or fiddles with an object, these are subtle signs of interest, some not so subtle. If during the conversation she maintains eye contact with you, it's a strong sign. Conversely, if she can't sustain eye contact, she may be so attracted to you that she can't look at you for long because she's nervous. That's why I always say, evaluate the context and the set of signals she sends you. Just one sign of interest or disinterest is not enough to decide if she's into you. She might send you cute messages on WhatsApp saying she likes you and thinks you're incredible. But if she only responds every 12 hours and makes excuses when it comes to scheduling a meeting, what's the point? Remember, actions speak louder than words. On the other hand, she may not show interest verbally, but she responds quickly, invests in the conversation, sends voice messages, and so on. If she's interested, she'll respond, want to go out with you, and accept the meetings you propose. Set a rule in your life. Invite a woman out twice at most. If she refuses or keeps making excuses, let go and stop inviting. And of course, don't get mad, block her from your WhatsApp. That's low-value behavior. Just stay in your lane, be cool, and continue being the guy you are, focusing on yourself, your priorities, and talking to various women. Now, if she apologizes and says she really wants to see you but doesn't suggest anything, say something like, okay, I'll be at the event around 10. Show up if you feel like it. In summary, if she agreed to go out with you, that's a point for you. During the meeting, if she feels comfortable in your presence, approaches you, and is physically close, touching your body frequently, whether on your shoulder, arm, holding your hand, or even pushing you playfully. These are signs of interest. Finally, a very strong sign that very few guys perceive is when she changes her behavior pattern around you. Everyone has a baseline, a standard behavior pattern they use when interacting with others. If she changes this pattern only in your presence, it's a big sign of interest. For example, if she's generally shy and quiet with everyone but becomes more communicative and warm with you, it's a sign of interest. If you enjoyed this content and want to learn more, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications.